let's now take you to Bushbuckridge, where Deputy President David Mabuza is embarking on an election campaign in the Mpumalanga province this morning. The Bushbuckridge local municipality, which is under the control of the African National Congress, has been battling to deliver basic services to the community for many years now. The biggest challenge is the lack of clean drinking water, which has led to a series of service delivery protests. Newzroom Afrika's Mweli Masilela is in Bushbuckridge following that story for us. Mweli, a very good morning to you. Can you take us through what can be expected today? We do know that David Mabuza has been in Bushbuckridge. It's not the first time we've seen him in the number of weeks speaking to the people there, encouraging them to get vaccinated. But I suppose now it's important for messages to be sent out very strongly in an ANC stronghold.
Indeed, David Mabuza, the Deputy President, has been a busy man, as you have mentioned. He has been quite to different places trying to encourage people as the leader of government business to get vaccinated. We know that just yesterday he was in KwaZulu-Natal, but today it's about the business of the African National Congress. We're expecting him to be here at around 9 a.m. where he will be briefed by some of the leaders of the ANC in the province. Well, Bushbuckridge is one of the municipalities that is highly contested, looking into the fact that, well, we can say that the ANC is enjoying huge support here, but there are some political parties which include the Democratic Alliance, the Economic Freedom Fighters, as well as the Better Residents Association, as much as it has been weakened since some of their members rejoined the ANC. But we know that those political parties will also want a piece of the cake in terms of the votes that will be cast by members of the community here. But for more in terms of what we can expect, I'm joined by the provincial elections manager of the ANC, that is Masilela. We know that you're in charge of the elections campaign here in Mpumalanga. Looking into the bigger picture, if we can start there, are you optimistic that perhaps the ANC will emerge victorious in many of the municipalities in the province?
Thanks for having us, and good morning to all listeners. Yes, as a province, we are ready. We can just give the status of our election structures. First and foremost, we've got a provincial op center we're operating. And we've got regional op center that fit to the province, local op center, and ward or branch ward center. The strategy of the ANC election this year is wall-to-wall strategy. It means we're campaigning in ward and in VT base. That's why today we'll be taking the Deputy President in ward and in specific VT for the campaign. So we're optimistic that we're going to get more than 80% in the province.
And then looking into this municipality where the Deputy President will be embarking on that door-to-door, we know that people have been complaining about basic services for a long time now, especially the issue of water. Do you perhaps have reports as the ANC? What are the challenges that lead to this issue of water being the lack of the provision of water, clean drinking water here in Bushbuckridge?
Now look, the problem of water in South Africa, water is a scarcity resource in South Africa. And secondly, Bushbuckridge, like any other municipality, yesterday there was a debate in the NCA, the executive mayor was speaking about the very same issue. Go throughout the province, you've got challenges of water. Bushbuckridge is not an exception to that, but you've got a responsive municipality. If you look into the programs of the executive mayor, there are a lot of water reticulation programs to respond to that. It's not water alone, and the roads of Bushbuckridge are not good condition. Some of them you have seen have been paved, provincial government is coming in. So it's got government at hand and we're ANC at work.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. That is Masilela, who is leading the ANC elections campaign here in Mpumalanga. Well, touching on the issue of service delivery, he is saying that actually they are optimistic that here in Bushbuckridge they'll get about 80% of the vote. We know that in 2016 the ANC managed to get about 69% of the vote, with the Better Residents Association of South Africa getting about 18%, which gave them about 14 seats, with the ANC having 53 of the 76 seats here at the Bushbuckridge local municipality. But we'll see after the 1st of November, because we know that there's quite a lot of competition. Well, the ANC might be optimistic, but the other parties as well are working hard. We know that even next week on Monday, the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, will be here in Bushbuckridge campaigning, which shows that there is an area of interest as well in as far as the 2021 local government elections are concerned.
Absolutely, Mweli, Masilela. Let's leave it there for now. Of course, we'll take you to Bushbuckridge as soon as ANC Deputy President David Mabuza makes his way there with electioneering in full force.